Hey kids, we're going to read 3 of the My Monster books today. Let's start with How I Met My Monster. Hey kids, there's something in the magic mailbox. Let's see what it is. How I Met My Monster. Oh, I love a little bit of a creepy story, don't you? And monster stories are always the best. Well, let's find out how this little boy met his monster. How I Met My Monster. One night, when I reached under the bed for my truck, I found this note instead. From the office of Mr. Z, Monsters, meet here for final test. Z. Ha! My parents were obviously trying to trick me into staying in bed. I didn't believe in monsters. So I crumpled the paper, grabbed my truck, and zipped over to my garage. I heard some creaking and rumbling, but I wasn't scared. Our house always made noises at night. But then a voice under the bed scolded,
"Stop that stomach rumbling! The child will hear you."
Voices? Stomach rumbling? If this was part of my parents' trick, it was pretty cool. I peered into the inky blackness. 5 pairs of eyes blinked back.
"See? Now he knows we're here."
The voice sighed.
"One of you has broken monster rule number 1. Maintain the element of surprise."
This is no trick, I thought. There are monsters under my bed. A long-necked yellow monster slid out, followed by 4 little monsters.
"Rule number 2.
The yellow one instructed.
Never block the bed. All of you, scoot over."
Hey, I realized, that one must be their teacher. I sat up straight, mesmerized by the monster parade shuffling across my bedroom.
"That's better,"
The teacher monster said.
"Access to the bed is clear. Now, who knows rule number 3?
The purple monster teetered on his tiptoes and gurgled, "Get the child into bed."
That's correct, Genghis. And how would you do that?
Well, Mr. Z, I would roar my scariest roar.
All right, give it a go.
Genghis took a deep breath, opened his mouths, and let out a tiny stomach rumbling. Would have a better chance of getting me into bed than that funny little noise, I laughed.
The child is right,
said Mr. Z, shaking his head.
That was not sufficiently scary. Genghis, I'm sorry. You are not the best monster for this child.
There was some creaking as Genghis slunk beneath the bed. Before I could investigate where Genghis had gone, Mr. Z asked,
Now, who wants to try to get the child into bed?
The orange monster looked at the ceiling, and the red monster looked at the floor. Only the green one looked at me. First, he stared at my toes and started drooling. Then he took a step toward me, and I heard that rumbling noise again. I sprang into bed so he couldn't get my feet. Mr. Z blinked.
Very unconventional, Gabe. Your stomach gurgles seem to be what this child needs.
What I needed was to make sure this little Gabe monster didn't eat my toes.
Right. You three. The child is now in bed.
Said Mr. Z.
As every monster knows, the ultimate objective is rule number 4. Who can tell me what that is?
The orange monster bounced and squeaked.
Keep the child in bed until it falls asleep.
Correct, Morgan. And how would you accomplish that?
Shadow puppets! Shadow puppets!
She squeaked again. Gabe whistled through his nose, and I snickered. But Mr. Z said,
Interesting idea. Try it.
Morgan hopped onto my night table and flailed her arms near my lamp. Silly shadows blobbed onto the wall, and a cloud of fluffy fur tickled my nose. Achoo!
Morgan, stop at once.
Mr. Z ordered.
You're supposed to scare him, not make him sneeze. I'm sorry, but you're not a match either.
Morgan's arms flopped to her sides, and she scuttled under my bed. There was some more creaking, and Morgan was gone. After all that sneezing, I really needed a tissue. Suddenly, a huge shadow of uncut claws loomed across my room. Awesome, I thought, and kind of scary. I froze in place.
Powerful performance, Gabe,
said Mr. Z.
But do either of you see a problem?
Oh, I know!
Chirped the red monster.
The child is out of bed again!
Correct, Abigail.
Mr. Z continued.
And one of you must get him back in. Let's revisit rule number 1. Maintain the element of surprise.
All at once, poof! The monsters vanished. Then I heard more rumbling. Were they hiding in my closet making noises to scare me? Ha! No, it was only my stomach grumbling. All this excitement was making me hungry. I tiptoed past the closet and peeked out the door. So far, so good. No monsters. Then I stepped over the squeaky stair and sneaked down to the kitchen. As I reached into the pantry, I heard some chattering behind me. I sure hoped it wasn't that toe-loving Gabe. I yanked open the fridge. Ha! It wasn't Gabe. It was just the red monster shivering on the shelf. Found you, I laughed.
Nice try, Abigail,
said Mr. Z.
But this isn't working. You're not the right monster for this child.
But Mr. Z,
she whined.
It's not my fault he's not scared of me.
I'm sorry, Abigail. Let's go.
Abigail clomped behind Mr. Z. When I heard the creaking, I knew she was gone. I grabbed some crackers and headed upstairs, wondering if Gabe was gone too. I munched all the way down the hall, then went into the bathroom to brush my teeth again. When I opened the door a minute later, Gabe was definitely not gone. He was right there, and he was huge. I charged into my room and slammed the door. When I leaped into bed, I knew my toes were safe. Phew! I was surprised to hear breathing under my bed. Ragged breathing. And stomach rumbling. "Hey, kid," Gabe growled. "Good to see ya." I pulled my covers up tight. "Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to start the evening with an ominous puddle of drool." I peeked over the edge of the bed. Green ooze spread soundlessly from underneath. Then the bed quivered as Gabe unfurled his spiked tail.
"Well, this looks quite promising,"
Mr. Z noted. When I heard some more creaking, I knew Mr. Z was gone. I was alone with Gabe. Gabe loomed over my bed and began sharpening his uncut claws on my bedpost. How did you get so big?" I gasped. "Rule number 5, my friend," he explained. "People food makes monsters grow. So thanks for the crackers. Got any toes I can munch?" I scrunched in my feet so Gabe couldn't get them. This was way better than playing with trucks. "No toes tonight, but you can have this," I offered, tossing a stuffed monster off the bed. Gabe dove for it. His soft, comforting snorts filled the room as he snuffled the toy. I shivered. "Kid, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship." "No other monster can scare me like you," I giggled. Gabe was the monster for me. His snorts and ooze were perfect. I yawned, then shivered again. I was asleep in no time.
Hey kids, there's something in the magic mailbox. Let's see what it is. Are you my monster? This is such a cute story. This little boy draws a picture of exactly what his monster should look like, and he is very specific. He should have a long tail and sharp claws and sharp teeth and must be green and brown. So let's see if we can help this little boy find his monster.
Are you my monster? This is my monster.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm his monster.
He has sharp teeth, scratchy claws, and a long tail. He is green and brown. Will you help me find my monster? Are you my monster? You are green, but you do not have sharp teeth, scratchy claws, or a long tail. You are not my monster.
"Well, no offense, kid, but that is certainly your loss. Toodaloo."
Are you my monster? You have scratchy claws and a long tail, but you have no teeth, and you are red. You are not my monster. Well, first of all, why would you ever want a monster with teeth? I don't think you quite thought that through, did you? But no, I am not your monster. Are you my monster? You have sharp teeth and scratchy claws, but you do not have a long tail. And you are blue. You are not my monster.
Well, I don't know why anyone wouldn't want a blue monster, kid. But yeah, I'm not your monster.
Are you my monster? You have sharp teeth, scratchy claws, and a long tail. But you are yellow and orange. You are not my monster. Now you listen here, kid. If I wanted to be your monster, I could be your monster, and you would be so lucky to have me as your monster. But don't you worry, kid. I am not your monster. Are you my monster? You have sharp teeth, but you have no claws. You have no tail, and you are purple. You are not my monster. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But yeah, you're right. I am not your monster. I am someone else's monster. But thank you. Thank you very much. Are you my monster? You have no teeth. You have no claws. You have no tail. And you are pink. Nothing matches. You are definitely not my monster.
I'm not your monster, but I want to be your friend. Do you think we could be friends?
Are you my monster? You have a long tail, but you do not have sharp teeth. You do not have scratchy claws, and you are yellow. You are not my monster either. Will I ever find my monster?
Hey, kid. Yeah, you're right. I'm definitely not your monster. But I could be, if you wanted me to be. Just let me know, okay? Anytime. Just pick up the phone. Give me a call. Okay. See you later. Okay, bye now.
Hey, buddy! Over here! Over here!
Are you my monster? You have sharp teeth. You have scratchy claws. You have a long tail. And you are green and brown. You are my monster.
You got that right, kid. I'm your monster.
I'm so glad I found you. Now I can go to sleep. Good night.
Good night, kid. Sleep tight. And don't worry, I won't let the bed bugs bite. Nighty-night.
Hey, that's my monster. Tonight, when I looked under the bed for my monster, I found this note instead.
So long, kid. Gotta go. Someone needs me more than you do. Gabe.
What? Gabe was my monster. Nobody needed him more than me. But someone sure did need a monster. My little sister Emma. Now that Emma slept in a toddler bed, she liked to climb out, roam the house, and play noisy games at night. I knew a monster would keep her in bed so she could fall asleep, but not my monster. I had to get Gabe back. I tiptoed across the hall to Emma's room. She wasn't even there. But Gabe was. I gulped, zoomed across the carpet, and leaped onto Emma's bed before Gabe could grab my toes. Gabe, I whispered, please go back to our room. I'll get Emma to sleep.
You?
He snorted.
You're gonna get her to sleep? Huh, that's a good one. But you know what? I like you, kid. So I'll give you 3 chances. If she's not asleep, I'll be back.
And Gabe was gone. Just then, Emma toddled into the room. She clearly needed a monster. Maybe she didn't know how to get one, but I did. Hey, Emma, I said, let's play. Can you knock on the floor? Emma knocked with a dinosaur. It worked. I heard some creaking under Emma's bed. Then something sniffled. It squelched and dripped. So far, so good, I thought. This monster sounds scary enough for Emma. But Emma kept on playing. A slime-covered monster slid out. It oozed toward Emma. Icky! She laughed, wiping one of the monster's noses. Icky! Wipe! Emma wasn't scared at all. Excuse me, I said to the mucus monster. I didn't catch your name.
But Gabe is Agatha.
She said through stuffed noses.
Time for bed, Emma.
Emma giggled and wiped some more. I knew this wouldn't work. Thanks, Agatha. Nice try. But I think we need a monster with claws. Agatha snuffled. And then she was gone. Emma, I coaxed again. Knock, knock. She knocked on the floor, with a teapot this time. And I heard more creaking. Then a slippery tail slithered out from under the bed. The second monster rasped.
I'm Cynthia.
Much better, I thought, when I saw the jagged claws. Cynthia might be the perfect monster for Emma. But Emma blinked and said, "Pretty!" Then she decorated Cynthia's tail with bracelets.
Ugh.
Cynthia snarled.
I'm not here to play dress up. I'm here to scare you into bed.
Cynthia rattled louder, but Emma danced to the beat. I'm sorry, Cynthia, I said. This isn't going to work.
Well, I never.
She sniffed, and then she was gone.
Cynthia, come back.
Emma demanded, stomping on the floor. Excellent, I thought. Maybe that would summon the perfect monster for Emma. Tentacles swarmed from under the bed, and an icy voice called,
Who?
I shrank back in horror, but Emma was enchanted.
Who's out of bed?
The monster continued.
Come to Vladimir.
Emma high-fived one of the tentacles, and the third monster emerged. I already had doubts about this one, but he was my last chance. Vladimir, I asked, can you get Emma to sleep?
Yes,
He hissed, reaching for Emma.
I can get her.
Emma giggled and hopped over the tentacles like jump ropes. Oh no, I blurted. She's not supposed to be having fun. This'll never work. Vlad's tentacles drooped. He slunk under the bed. And he was gone. Sorry, Vlad, I called. Boy, was I sorry. I was about to lose Gabe forever. Now Emma was coloring and singing.
Vladimir, blah, blah, Cynthia, yeah, yeah, gaffa.
Gabe must have heard her because he was back.
That's it, kid.
He grunted.
You had your 3 tries. Now it's my turn.
Gabe's green ooze sizzled across the floor as he growled.
Put the crayon down.
Emma peered at my hulking, sharp-clawed monster and said,
Fuzzy!
Hey, Gabe, I cheered. Emma isn't afraid of you.
What?
Gabe burst out from under the bed and loomed over Emma. Steam spurted from his ears.
Get into bed.
Gabe thundered. Emma hopped up, but she kept singing,
Fuzzy, fuzzy monster!
Gabe, I said, Emma's not scared enough to fall asleep. Please, let's go back to our room.
No can do, kid.
Gabe growled.
I may not be the perfect monster for Emma, but I'm the best so far. At least she's in bed now. I gotta stay here. You're on your own.
I knew Emma needed Gabe, but he was my monster. How was I ever going to get to sleep without him? Just then, we heard a tiny noise. Emma froze. Gabe and I peered under the bed.
Stella, what are you doing here?
Gabe asked.
Hi, Gabe.
Stella said, tugging on her tutu.
You forgot your snack. Mama thought you'd be hungry, so she sent this.
Who knew? Gabe had a little sister too. I thought Stella's hiccups were cute, but Emma obviously didn't. Stella sure noticed. She tiptoed closer, hiccuping with every step. From under her covers, Emma squeaked,
Shoo!
Shoo? Stella repeated.
Oh, shoo! That's where toes go. I love toes.
Stella crept toward Emma's feet. Emma squealed, scrunched in her feet and giggled.
No toes, no toes.
Gabe laughed.
Stella, it looks like you're the perfect monster for Emma. Now, if you don't mind, you can put her to bed while I get back to doing what I do best.
Stella nodded. I sighed with relief and switched off Emma's lamp. Then I ran to my room, leapt into bed, and scrunched in my feet so Gabe couldn't get them. I shivered happily. Emma had Stella. I had Gabe. Everything was back to normal. I shivered again. We'd all be asleep in no time. Thanks for watching.